Dear students, in this session we are going to deal with the analysis of the poem You Start Dying Slowly, written by Pablo Neruda. In the previous session, we had seen the introduction to the poet and the personality of the poet, which we had acquainted ourselves in the previous session, will help us to understand the poem in a better way. So, we will start with the poem analysis. To begin with, it's a simple poem that Pablo Neruda has written. It's a simple philosophy of life which we need to understand and follow if we have to enjoy our lives. Now he starts this way: you start dying slowly if you do not travel, if you do not read, if you do not listen to the sounds of life, if you do not appreciate yourself. So this is the first stanza by the poet. So he says that if you do not enjoy your life in a particular way, then you start dying slowly. In the sense, your life will become meaningless. So you need to travel and get experiences from all around the world, and you need to read a lot of books to get much more knowledge, and then you need to listen to the sounds of life in the sense sounds around and the inner voice of life. You need to listen to the inner voice that you have, and also you need to have appreciation for yourself. In the sense, if you do not love yourself, if you do not respect yourself, I don't think you have the rights to expect that anybody else would love you or respect you. That's what he tries to say. We have a say in Kannada which is very close to the first three lines of this poem. When he says you start dying slowly, if you do not travel, if you do not read. So if you do not travel, if you do not read. Related to this, we have a saying in Kannada, Desha Sutti Nodu, Kosha Odi Nodu. So only through these things we can get more experience and exposure, which will help us to broaden the horizon of the understanding of life. We can become better human beings when we have experiences and exposures, and when we have that kind of open mindedness to accept things, to see things. Probably we can understand our lives in a better way, and we can become a better personality. That's what he tries to say. Now, moving on to the next stanza, he says, you start dying slowly when you kill your self esteem, when you do not let others help you. So he says that when you kill your self esteem, you start dying slowly. In the sense, if you have that kind of degradedness about yourself, if you do not have that self respect, then it means that your life is meaningless. Then if you do not let others help you, in the sense, you should not be so proud about yourself saying that I am everything, I can do everything, I don't need anybody else. If you have this kind of pride within your mind, it means that your life becomes meaningless, you don't have companionship, and you are all alone, and you start feeling loneliness, and this is a meaningless life that you are going to lead. So he says, don't be that way. Now he is not using any negative sentence here. He is just giving the if clauses. If you are like this, then your life is meaningless. That's what he says. He doesn't say do this, do that. No. He just puts across the point saying that if you are like this, then your life is meaningless. So it's up to you what you are going to do. Now moving on to the next stanza, he says, you start dying slowly if you become a slave to your habits, walking every day on the same paths, if you do not change your routine, if you do not wear different colors, or you do not speak to those you don't know. So he's talking about a few regular practices we need to have in our lives. We may miss out on these things without our knowledge also sometimes. So when he says, if you become a slave to your habits, so your habits should be in such a way that you should not be a slave to them. Don't allow your habits to have the upper hand on you. even without that particular habit, if you can be peaceful, then you are not a slave to your habit. So he says, be free from those habits which you have. Let it not be the master of your mind. That's what he says. Now, walking every day on the same paths, he means monotony. Don't keep on doing the same kind of job every time, which is monotonous and which will make you feel bored, and you will lose interest in life. So he says, don't lead such life which leads to boredom. Now, moving on, when he says, if you do not change your routine, if you do not wear different colors, so he says, change the routine, do new things, learn new things, and adopt new things in your life so that your life becomes more colorful and more meaningful. So he also says, if you do not speak to those you don't know, then you start dying slowly, in the sense. So start mingling with others. So make new friends, know more people. Don't live a lonely life. Know more people around you, so which will help you understand your own life in a better way. Now the next stanza he says, you start dying slowly if you avoid to feel passion and their turbulent emotions, those which make your eyes glisten and your heart beat fast. So it means, don't avoid those emotions. So when you feel like crying, cry out. When you feel like laughing, laugh out. When you feel sad, allow the sadness to pass through you. So allow all the emotions to pass through you. Express all the emotions. Accept all the emotions. And once you accept and express those emotions, probably you will understand the different shades of the meaning of life. So that's what he's trying to say. Now he also says, you need to make efforts to allow yourself to do certain things which will make your eyes glisten and your heart beats fast. In the sense, whatever thrills you, whatever makes you feel happy, whatever makes you feel excited, go ahead and do it. Enjoy your life to the fullest. Don't control your desires. There should be limitation within the boundaries, or within the social boundaries and the moral boundaries. Don't control yourself. So within the boundaries, try to do as much as possible. Don't control yourself too much. If you are controlling yourself too much, then it's a meaningless life and you will not know what life is all about. So don't avoid emotions, listen to your own desires and move ahead to achieve your desires. That's what he tries to say. Now moving to the last stanza, he says, you start dying slowly if you do not change your life when you are not satisfied with your job or with your love. If you do not risk what is safe for the uncertain, if you do not go after a dream, if you do not allow yourself at least once in your lifetime to run away from sensible advice. So he asks you to be more lively. If you have a very unsatisfied job, let's say, just thinking about the financial backup or the job safety, you will be forcing yourself to do a monotonous job which you may not be interested at all. Then there is no life either in yourself or in your job or in the job that you are doing. So he says it's better to change such a job instead of doing a job without any meaning, without any passion. So do whatever you are passionate about. That's what he tries to say. And then he moves on to say, don't lead a monotonous life. Whatever makes you feel passionate, whatever makes you feel that vigor in yourself, do such things. Chase your dreams. You need to go after your dreams. You cannot say it's just a dream, I cannot afford to follow my dream. If you say that, then you start dying slowly. It means to say you are going to make your own life meaningless by your own thoughts. So don't do that way. Indirectly he is saying chase your dreams and you need to come out of your safe zone, or Probably we always want to be in a shell which is very protective, which where we don't take risks at all. You need to take risks in life. Move ahead. You may fall. It's okay. Get up and move ahead. So don't stop yourself from moving ahead, though there are many challenges in life. If you don't accept the challenges, then you start dying, and then what happens the moment you stop accepting the challenges, then you make your own life meaningless. So don't live your life meaninglessly. Move ahead by giving life to your life. Then this is all the poem is all about. Now the central idea of the poem is how you should lead your life. If we have to put the entire poem in a nutshell, you can see the points here. The central idea of the poem is how you should lead your life. To truly live and experience life, you must follow your passions, travel, read, dress well, or whatever your heart desires, follow that. Most important, don't avoid the emotions and do things that allow your heart to beat fast. In the sense, whatever your heart desires, do everything in a very passionate way. If you are afraid and do not chase your dreams, then your life can become meaningless, and it is as good as dying slowly. So it's totally meaningless. Now, the overall poem in a small capsule, if we have to say, it can be presented this way. In the poem, the poet explains that there is a difference between living and existing. So you need to live your life, and you need to make yourself so meaningful that your existence should be meaningful. So living is important. Just exist and go off doesn't make the life beautiful. So you need to live your life. To live your life, what all to be done is clearly mentioned in the poem. So life becomes meaningful when we accept new friends, new challenges, chase new dreams. When we lose our self-esteem, when we get afraid even before taking risks, if we keep doing the same thing again and again, it means we have started dying slowly. The end is close by. You don't have to die physically, but otherwise you are dead. That's what Pablo Neruda meaningfully puts across to make us understand what life is all about. I hope the analysis is clear to each and every one. In the next session, we will see the short questions and answers and the language components as well. Thank you very much.